Welcome back on this Sunday, and it's very important to us here on Morning Drive that we strengthen your golf game in every way possible. And physical fitness is a huge part of your performance. And Joey D is a fitness trainer to many of the top names on the PGA Tour, and he recently joined our Matt Ginella and Studio AP to share a few tips for maintaining flexibility, which is so important to our golf swings. Here they are.
All right, thanks, guys. We're back with Joey D. Listen, buddies trips. You're playing 36 a day. 4 days, something you're not used to. You're coming home and you're sore. Joey D is going to help us stretch it out. What do you got?
Well, you know, when I think about 36 a day, 3-4 days at a time, you're on that ultimate fantasy golf trip. What are the things you felt? Because I've been following you for a while now. Right. What did you feel after 36 holes? It's not your normal 9 because you're trying to get in a quick, break on a Saturday and get everything done. This is 36 a day.
Yeah, this was, in July I went to Bandon Dunes, played 36 a day for 4 days. I came home, walked a lot more than I'm used to. My calves, my Achilles were screaming. My quads were sore, but also the flying in and flying back out after that, after those 4 days, my lower back was crying. So can you help me with those three?
Yeah, 3 different points that I think we should be aware of after we play golf. So pre-stretch, post-stretch is a really good way to look at what Matt described as
pre-stretch, meaning pre-trip? Pre-trip
Well,
stretch?
no, I mean pre-play, right? Because I think that's a part that we miss. We don't give ourselves enough preparation time.
Right, never.
Right? So I think everybody could experience some of the same common golf body feel.
I could have alleviated some of my post-trip pain by pre-round stretching.
Absolutely. And you know what? It doesn't hurt to do this every 3 to 4 holes or at the turn.
Okay.
These are things you can do while you're on a foursome. You've got what? 3, 4, 5 minutes in between, depending on, pace of play. Listen, you can do these things during the round. So let's get started.
Okay.
We'll start from the ground up. What I'd like you to do is be aware of your position. Make sure you're secure when you do these stretches. So if you watch what Matty's doing, let's go ahead and take an angle from the side, right? And then what I'd like you to do is, by stabilizing and creating awareness of balance with the club, step forward with one leg, right? And then it doesn't matter. What I want you to do is come down here to the bottom with me for a second. Extend the opposite leg out with your toe all the way up. And gently, make sure, when I say gently, you're aware of where you are with your tightness. Drop your heel to the ground with your leg fully extended. And once you get in this position, what I'd like you to do is, Matty, reach forward and flex this knee a little bit and just drive your hips forward. What do you feel?
Oh, wow. That's stretching.
Okay, so I'd like you to try this drill, but please be aware that even in stretching, you can pull muscles, okay? So be aware of how tight you are and just experiment with the drill. Range of motion is key here.
That feels good.
So let's go to the next thing.
Okay.
You said other thing that was screaming was what?
Quads.
Quads, you're walking around for 36 holes. These muscles really are the large muscles in the lower body. So to create a good stretch, again, go ahead, use the club, turn it upside down, hold it in the hand. And what I'd like you to do is take a step forward, if you would, Matty. Grab your top of your foot, stabilizing your body with the club, and then just pull your leg backwards.
I love this one.
Right, so just make sure that the club helps create stability, you have a sense of awareness of balance, and then how far you pull your leg backward is very important.
Can you go too far?
Well, I think you can go too far on a quad stretch, okay? So let's actually show this to the side as well, because there's an interesting component here. Sometimes people will say, I didn't feel that stretch. Well, you have to perform the movement correctly. So if you watch, Matty's got good awareness of what's going on in his balance. And then from here, as you pull the leg back further, you feel the quad stretch even more.
And sort of stop when it's...
Right. You stop when you feel a comfortable, that feels good, not ow, that doesn't feel good. So those are 2 good keys. Is good. Ow, or that feels really a little too much is important. Okay, so the third thing that I think everybody really struggles with is what?
Lower back.
Yeah, lower back happens from 2 things. It happens from a lot of flex, or we start to lose, the angle of the pelvis, right? And then what else happens is we start rounding the back, or we lose spine angle in the course of a round. And many teachers always tell you, be aware of your setup position, of where are your hips, your pelvis, and make sure you have a good sense of awareness in your spine. But doing that activates muscles.
Okay.
So here's what we're going to do. Get down on the ground if you would. And hands and knees are important. What I would like you to do is make sure that your knees, if you would, are underneath or aligned with your hips, and your wrist is basically in line with your elbow and your shoulder. Okay, so once you're in a good position, this is a very easy drill to gently stretch the low back. You basically want to take your line of sight and literally force your back or your spine up towards the ceiling and look in between your legs. So you round your back. And once you feel a good, comfortable stretch right here, you want to basically adjust your gaze or lift your eyesight as high as you can and drop your navel down towards the mat, towards the ground. Right. And a couple of gentle movements, both spine going up, head looking down, and gradually through your legs.
You just keep doing that?
Yeah, and you're eventually going to feel your low to mid back start to release, and it's a very comfortable stretch. Be aware of your body's position.
Wow.
And if you look at Matt, he's really kind of gently massaging his spine by creating this range of motion. That's a good way to release your low back.
Joey D, thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. And they're right. Stretching and flexibility can help you enjoy this game for a long, long time to come. And to give you some background on Joey D, he is Joey Devo Salvi. That's his entire name, but he's known to the stars as Joey D. He's a fitness trainer to Ricky Fowler, Keegan Bradley, Dustin Johnson, and other top names. So he really knows his stuff. Take his tips to heart. But if you don't want to listen to Joey D or Matt, you can listen to me, because I know from personal experience that maintaining strength and flexibility is so important to your golf game, to your life in general, especially if you want to play this game to a later age, and especially after having knee surgery. Making sure that your joints and your muscles are flexible will help you maintain the level of your game for a long time to come. And still to come this morning, Charlie shows you how to eliminate those dreaded three putts. Help is on the way. Keep it locked right here. Gary and Charlie are up next.
All right, Joey D, one quick lower back stretch.
Here we go. Feet 6 to 8 inches apart. Hands down to your toes or as far as you can go. Keep your back rounded. Come all the way up to the top. Hips go forward. Shoulders open up.
Love it.